Hey everyone, it's Kylie at Games Unlimited with this week's new releases. We got a ton. Can't talk about them all. Always wish I could. But one of the first ones I want to talk about is Turbo Kids. This is from Scorpio Masqué. This is the line that includes Zombie Kids, Zombie Teens, Amazing Legacy Games. This one's taking things in a different direction. So this is a race car driving game. And so you've got the little race car, the track there, and you've got a pin, and you're trying to quickly move the track around. But the player holding the pin is blindfolded, and another player has to take their thumb, the thumb not holding the pin, and use it as a joystick, directing them where they need to go. Sounds like a ton of fun. Can't wait to try this one with my kids. Let's see. Second one. So I'm taking Turbo Kids home this weekend. I'm also taking the gig home. Little known fact about me, in a previous incarnation of my life, I was a jazz musician. I played the trombone, and the trombone is in this game. So this is a roll and write game where you are gigging. You've got a set list. You're going to be doing some solos, rolling some dice, trying to get the most points for that particular set that you've done. So it's got a bunch of different instruments. I know there's drums, guitar, horn, sax, trombone. Can't wait to try that one out. Also a nice quick one, like a 20-minute roll and write. Now, right next to it here, you see, we have the fourth and final Micro Macro. So the original Micro Macro actually won the Spiel des Jahres, the game of the year, several years ago. Fantastic game. Basically a Where's Waldo murder mystery. From the front of the box, you can see it's got this cool black and white image. And these are like time snapshots throughout the city where you're going to have a case, you're going to have a card asking you to identify someone, find them, follow them throughout the city, figure out what happened. Each Micro Macro has about 16 cases in it, but in honor of the final one, they also have a bonus box because the other 3 cases have some extra cases in them that have been given out as promos and stuff. Those are all here in the bonus box, as well as 3 cases that you could only solve if you have all 4. You put all 4 maps together, have this giant thing. They were really thinking ahead when they designed all these things for Micro Macro. Personal favorite of mine. The special deluxe edition of Castles of Burgundy. Probably the greatest Euro game of all time, Castles of Burgundy. And one of the ugliest, if we're being honest. I've been playing it for a decade. Now it's got this cool, beefy deluxe edition treatment. I have a copy of this. You know, if you love Burgundy and just want to go all out, that's what this is for. Mushrooms, specifically mushrooms with faces on them in Mycelia. So this is a new one from Ravensburger. Cool family weight game where you are trying to collect these dewdrops. Coolest thing about the game though is I think this little platform here that's going to literally spit out dice and dewdrops. So I don't know too much else about the game, but I do love the art and I love the look of it. Let's see. I like my little tiny 2-player back and forth card battle games. So Blade Rondo is a little 2-player fighting game that's about 15 minutes long. It's very quick. So you have a deck of cards, but I think each person's going to get dealt some and choose the 7 cards they want to play with for that game. So a lot of cool tactical options based on what you've got. And if you like this style of battling artwork, it looks like it's going to be fantastic. Let's also talk about Panorama. So this is a quick card drafting game. The coolest part about it is how you actually make these panoramas out of the cards that you're drafting. Like most drafting games, you're going to have a hand. You're going to choose the card that's best for you at that time, pass the rest along, and try to get the most points. But really, in a game like this, it's trying to make the prettiest picture. Mind Clash, the company that makes big games like Anachrony, just come out with Septima. This is a game about running a coven of witches and trying to become the head witch. What is the name that they call that? You're trying to become the Septima, the leader of all witches. So probably on the heavier side. If you know Mind Clash games, they don't tend to be light, but I do love the artwork and the meeples in this one. Looks like a really cool one. Last up, let's talk about Moorland. So this is a tile laying game about making a marsh, a moor. So you're literally having the waterways here that you need to set up so that the plants can drift down the waterways to the spots where they score points. Sounds super cool. Can't wait to try more. those are just some of the new releases. If you are not getting our newsletter, you should definitely go to our website and click sign up for the newsletter. Every new release that comes out, I put in the newsletter every week with a little description of them. You can check them out. I am Kylie at Games Unlimited. Come on down, check out some of these new releases, take one of them home, and unbox some fun.